Hey Math Aces! Welcome to Mr. Ace Math. In this video, we're going to solve this equation, and then once we find the solution, we're going to do what's called a check. But I like to call it confirming, because what we're doing is confirming that our solution works in the equation. So let's start here. We've got 14 plus c equals 25. The first thing I like to do is separate the left side of the equation from the right side of the equation by dropping lines around the equal sign. So I'll put my first one here and my second one here. Next, I like to break up any terms I have on either side of the equation. So I like to box everything and then break it up. I see a plus sign here, so I'll drop a line right in front of that plus sign. The goal is to isolate this variable, and that's just a fancy way of saying to get it by itself. The only way to do that is to get rid of this term here, which is positive or plus 14. In fact, I'll put a positive sign in front of it. And how do we make this positive 14 a 0 so that we get this positive c by itself? Well, I'm going to put a negative 14 or subtract 14 from here. So I'll put minus 14 here, and then I'm to put minus 14 here. Here's why that is. In an equation, we have to treat it like it's a scale. And whenever you have a scale, imagine this is the middle of the scale has to be balanced. In other words, I have to do exactly the same thing to the left side and the right side so that scale doesn't tip. Now, these 14s cancel out, leaving me with the variable c by itself. So now I can bring that down. I'll bring down the equal sign. And then do 25 minus 14. 5 minus 4 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And that gives me my answer, which is c equals 11. And just in case you don't remember, when we have our answer like this, where the variable equals some value, this is called our solution. So the next thing we're going to do is confirm that our solution, c equals 11, is correct. Most teachers call this a check. So let's check or confirm that our solution is correct. We always start with the original equation. In this case, it's 14 plus c equals 25. I also like to put parentheses around my variable. So now I'm going to rewrite it, but instead of writing c, I'm going to write the value 11. So here, I'll write 11, and then bring down everything else in the equation. I'll bring down the 14, I'll bring down the plus sign. I've already substituted c equals 11. I'll bring down the equal sign, and I'll bring down the 25. Now we just have to do 14 plus 11. And what's that? Well, that's 25. So the left side of the equation is 25, the right side of the equation is 25, and remember that it's like a scale. And in this case, that scale is completely balanced because the left side of the scale is 25 and the right side of the scale is 25, which means it's completely balanced and completely equal. If you plugged in something for c and saw that they weren't equal, that means you made a mistake somewhere and had to go back to solve your equation. But in this case, it worked out perfectly. So again, our solution is c equals 11, and we confirmed it by plugging it into the original equation.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Questions? Comments? Leave them down below.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.